Hello and welcome back to another video here in the Lego room. Now, I did say a couple of days ago that maybe I had done my last Lego Star Wars leak of 2024, and when I saw the leaks and the rumours that we got maybe on Friday evening, I thought I won't touch them, but the more they've sat and marinated with me, the more I've decided I've got a few things that I maybe want to say about these sets. So drop a like on the video before we get started. It'll be sincerely appreciated. Now, over the course of 2024, I've done a lot of videos about sets that we could potentially see for Revenge of the Sith in 2025, that 20-year Revenge of the Sith anniversary. And I was starting to sort of be disappointed by the fact that it only looked like we were only going to get one or two sets in 2025. I've got the Arc 170 coming out in January, and of course in the summer that Plo Koon microfighter. As of the new leaks that we've and rumours that we've seen on Friday evening, it looks as though we're going to get 3 more Revenge of the Sith sets, and I didn't have too many of these on my bingo card, it must be said. 4 new leaks, and I'll go over all 4 of them. I'll start with the one that isn't for Revenge of the Sith first, which is the 75417 18 plus ATST Walker. This will be a black box UCS style ATST Walker. It's going to be 1,513 pieces and come in at $200 US, which will make it about £170 here in the UK, and that one is slated for a summer release rather than a August 1st release, so that'll be in the summer of 2025 for $200 and only 1,500 pieces. So again, price per piece not quite there, but it is not the worst offender on this list, as we're about to sort of find out. This one will be a pretty good one. It falls into the same kind of category as the UCS Luke's X-Wing, the Land Speeder, those kind of sets where if I can find them at a sort of that eventual 40% off price tag, I'll probably pick one up. This one's slightly more enticing because I do really sort of like the look of the ATST in general, so that will look quite good on display. Mixed opinions about that one. We'll just have to see what it looks like when the images come out, but for me there's a lot more sets that I'm a lot more excited about already in 2025. Let's get on to these Revenge of the Sith sets, however. Now, one of the videos that I covered last year a couple of times was what we could see in terms of a clone battle pack to honour Revenge of the Sith with, and I had spoke about a couple of different clones that I would like to see. One that I didn't speak about, however, was the 327th or the Star Corps, depending on sort of what your preference is. Set number 75431 will be a Star Corps 327th Clone Trooper battle pack, and this will be 258 pieces, and it will come out on August the 1st. You're probably thinking that sounds pretty good, and for those that aren't aware, these are kind of like the yellow clones that you may have seen in Revenge of the Sith, just to really sort of bring it down to a level where everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. 258 pieces sounds like a substantial battle pack, and of course you're going to get some quite sought after clones as well. This, however, will be a $40 battle pack, which I just find outrageous. Like, I just think this is, where are we at now with battle packs? I understood when we had the slightly more expensive 501st battle pack, the M&R battle pack as I call it, a couple of years ago, and obviously this year we saw on January the 1st, we had those Phase 2 clones return in a £25 battle pack. This will come in at £35 here in the UK. Now, for £35, I've thought about this for a little while. The only thing that I would kind of accept with this is maybe if there was 5 or 6 clones along with 4 battle droids, maybe 2 super battle droids. It wouldn't technically be very scene accurate to have super battle droids in a set like this, but it would to have 4 battle droids, and even then it still feels, oh, I don't know, it just feels a very stiff price. It comes in at the same kind of price point as that Nod battle pack from 2007, the Alliance Troopers versus Stormtroopers with a little gunship in, and you also got that KTQT figure in there as well. So it comes in at that kind of price for that battle pack, and I just think they've completely missed the mark. This is incredibly expensive. If this is only 4 clones and 2 droids, this is going to be astronomically expensive, even if there is a nice build in there like we saw with that 501st battle pack. So I really like the idea of getting these clones. I will not be paying £35 out of principle. And of course, the thing with the battle packs that we've seen over the last couple of years is they will end up on sale. They end up on sale with every retailer, whether it's on Amazon, whether it's in your local supermarket, whether it's Target, Smith's, Toy Store, wherever it is. We always see battle packs on sale, no matter whether it's clones, Mandalorians, whatever it is. So there will be no need for me to pay the £35 that this will cost on day one or in the first couple of months. The real question is, at what price would I actually pay for this set? Because realistically, 4 clones, I don't really want to be paying more than £20 or £25 maximum for this kind of set. So that is a problem for future me to deal with, and possibly even yourself in the future as well. But it's an interesting start to these Revenge of the Sith sets, because it is something that is sought after. It's something that people want, but it comes in at an astronomical price for a battle pack. The next setup also kind of misses the price per piece mark, although the next setup is 75414, and this is going to be a clone turbo tank. A clone turbo tank that you can get for $50 or £45, which sounds fantastic, except it's obviously not going to be a full-size clone tank, or like the one that we saw in 2005. It is going to be, I imagine, in the same size bracket as the mid-scale ships that we have been seeing over the last year or so. It's 349 pieces, and it is also a 7+ set, so I don't know whether it's going to be as intricate as maybe a mid-scale set is. We do know the age rating, we know the price, we know the amount of pieces, and we know there will be minifigures. We don't know what it's going to look like, whether it's going to look kind of a little bit 4+ish and a little bit goofy. I'm not entirely sure. It'll be really interesting to see. I do think they've missed the mark with this, because I think a lot of people would be happier seeing a clone turbo tank that was a size that we've seen previously, maybe, and maybe even in that £100 plus bracket. I know that I would be more enticed to buy something like that than this smaller clone turbo tank that's going to be 350 pieces, because it can't be very big at all. We'll just have to wait and see what the images look like on that, but I do think they've possibly missed the mark with this set. That being said, it will be another Revenge of the Sith set, which I will be quite happy to see. Let's get on to the last set in question, which quite frankly is the set that I am most excited about, and it is also possibly the worst offender in terms of price per piece, so that is a little bit of a contradictory statement from myself there personally. Set number 75413 is the long-awaited, and I mean long-awaited, UT-AT. Now this is going to come in at $150, which makes you think, yes, this is going to be a very sizable build. $150 will be £125 here in the UK. It's going to be released on August the 1st. And it will be including, after and I can probably clip this up from a couple of videos this year, a couple of Galactic Marines, which heavily featured in my what I'd like to see for a clone battle pack video. We're going to get Galactic Marines finally. We're going to get a UT-AT finally. This set will be $150, £125 here in the UK. The drawback with this set that I think will trip a lot of people up is this is 813 pieces. So size-wise, it's not going to be even as big or anywhere near as big as the ATTE from 2022. That being said, people have been asking for this for so long that I think it will do well, and it'll probably sell just fine on release day. I know I personally will want to grab this set sort of as soon as possible. it's just a little bit of a shame that it's not, maybe it's 100 or so pieces more. I think once you get past that £125 mark or $150 mark, anything over 1,000 pieces is a lot more of a palatable amount. I expect to potentially see a Ki-Adi-Mundi in this set. I would like to see at least 3 Galactic Marines. It could of course only be 2, but I would like to see that, and I imagine we'll see some kind of droids in there as well. That is the 4 set leaks that we've had over this previous weekend just before Christmas. Drop a like on the video if there is one of these sets you like, and feel free of course to leave a comment if you've got a thought about any of these sets. I know for me these sets are, I'm very happy that we're getting a lot of Revenge of the Sith sets, and I hope we get a couple more to end out 2025 with. The only thing that I'm slightly sort of irritated about is some of the pricing on some of these sets. The battle pack seems a ridiculously high price for any battle pack. Unless this has 6 to 8 clones in, it's going to be far too high a price for a battle pack. That UT-80, I'll definitely be grabbing that. I'll be trying to grab that as soon as possible. And whether it's one that I wait and see maybe if I can grab closer to Christmas, if it's coming out in August, and see if I can get it for a little bit cheaper, maybe it's 20% off. We'll have to wait and see. I think I've been wanting Galactic Marines for so long that it potentially will be something that I grab fairly quickly off the back of August the 1st. And that clone turbo tank, I just think I would have been a lot happier had they made a £100+ clone turbo tank, that it was a decent size. You're going to get some good figures in there, maybe some Wookiees as well. Who knows, maybe they would honour the 2005 packs like that, some Wookiees and some clones, because I know myself and my brother had the clone turbo tank and the Wookiee catamaran all the way back in 2005, and we just had an absolute blast of a time. So I would have much preferred to get something a bit more sizable. So yeah, a couple of odd sort of complaints from me there. Some sets are too expensive and some aren't expensive enough, or rather aren't big enough. What are your thoughts on these sets? Do leave a comment in the comment section. As per usual, keep it kind, keep it respectful. There will be another video out before Christmas, just talking about the channel and what there is to look forward to in 2025 for myself personally, and in this space, and of course in the LEGO community as well. So do stay tuned for that. Make sure you're following or subscribe so you don't miss that, because we've still got a ton of stuff coming up in the festive season and of course in 2025 as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It is sincerely appreciated, and if I don't see you in another video before Christmas or the New Year, we have a wonderful Christmas and a fantastic end to 2025. Merry Christmas.